So I have already applied my face makeup and I did my eyebrows with the eyebrow palette. So the first step into a smoky eye, especially when you're using a black pigment, is you're going to want to make sure that you dust underneath your eye to help with the fallout. And I'll show you what I mean as I go along. So I'm going to use the Behold Translucent Setting Powder. This is translucent, so it's not going to add a bunch of color. And I'm going to use our powder concealer brush because it's double-ended, which I love. And then this, I can really just kind of add some of that translucent powder underneath here. And you can see that I'm getting quite a bit underneath my eyes here. That is because I just know it, the black is going to fall underneath my eyes, and then I can just wipe it away more easily. So I put way more on than I normally would. Just pack it up. Use the big end now and just get quite a bit on there. And that'll just wipe away when I go back in with it. Okay, the next step is I like to put on a base. So I already have eye primer on. I really like to make sure that I set my eyes really well when I do a smoky eye like this, especially with black, because you don't want it to crease or do any of that. So I have eye primer on. I have a little powder over the top. I've sprayed it with setting spray already. And then I'm going to put in a base of just straight up black underneath the shadow that I use. So this is Magnificent. It is a matte black. I usually use this for my eyeliner, actually. But for today, since I'm doing all over black, I'm just going to add a little bit to my lid here. And this is going to help that eyeshadow to stick and really stay there all day. Okay, it's not perfect, and that's okay because when I go in with the eyeshadow, it will blend it out a little bit. So you can see it's pretty messy. That's okay. I will do some blending in just a second. I'm going to use that same cream shadow with that same brush and just do a little bit underneath here. I'm going to try and do a thin line, but I also want to have that underneath my eye so that it sticks when I put the pigment on there over the top. So again, this is really messy. I would never leave it like this. The next step is to take your eyeshadow pigment in Devious, and this is a sparkly one. It is a sparkly black. So I'm going to go ahead and use if I can grab it, the liner shader brush, but I'm going to use the shader side, and I'm just going to dip it into the pot here. And I'm going to pack that on this lid. When I say pack on, I'm just pressing that color right over the top of what I just put down. So this is going over the cream eyeshadow to give a little sparkle. Be sure you do both eyes. That cream shadow also makes sure that you have like a really dark base. Okay. Next I'm going to use the liner side of my liner shader brush. I'm just going to dip it in that color again. That black shimmery color. And I'm going to just go in right over the line I just did. Now don't fret. I am not going to leave it like this. So you're going to want to find a brush that you want to use for blending purposes. I'm going to use the Deluxe brush, and it's been washed and it's just plain and dry. And I'm just going to go over this edge. You notice that I just put it on my lid because I knew that when I blended this out, it would come up a little bit further. With a smoky eye when using black, just be prepared that you are going to be blending a lot. Okay, with a smoky eye, I always use a transition color, and it's usually going to be a matte. Actually, it's always going to be a matte for me. You can use gray, which would look really pretty. I have a burgundy color. That would look really cool. You could use brown. That is what I typically use. But today, because I have this coral top on, I want to do a little bit pink. So I'm going to use Vulnerable. So I'm going to use my crease brush and just pick up a little bit of that from the pot. And I'm just going to put it over the top of that spot where I blended. Now it's not going to look super pink. but it is going to help transition that black a little bit better. And again, it's a little bit messy right now, but I'm going to just help it out by blending everything out. Okay, there you go. Blending, blending, blending. Okay, and I'm noticing that some of the black, I want it to transition just a little bit better. So I'm going to add just a little tiny more black right into the crease. There we go. Help transition that a little bit more. It's all just a like blending until you get it the way you want it kind of thing. There we go. Okay, so next I'm going to, see I can't get the blend how I want it. Okay, next you're going to want to put a highlight, and you can choose whatever you want. I'm going to use the color Curious in our eyeshadow pigments, and then I just use kind of like a flat brush. You can use a miniature brush, whatever you prefer. And this can be sparkly or matte, whatever you prefer. And I like to go a little down into that spot that I blended, because that even helps it even more and just transition into a nice like gradient look. Okay, now it's time for the cleanup spot, or time. What I do next is take my brush and brush away all that stuff underneath and in this corner here. Because it got a little messy in there, so it just kind of brushes away because I had all that powder underneath there. So nice. What I have done also to help blend even more is just take some translucent powder. Actually, let me do that so I can show you guys. In here, and just kind of blend it even more in that area. Because that translucent powder has that like Photoshop finish kind of effect, it really helps blend it a little bit more. Nice. Okay. Now, if there are any spots that you're noticing like it's still kind of dark, you can add a little concealer and then a little bit more translucent powder, and that will help that. Okay, I'm going to add just a little bit of that highlight color that I did under my brow into the inner tear duct area. Having that light color there just really makes it pop open and like, hey, notice my eyes. I mean, besides the black eye makeup, I guess. Okay. So just a little something there. Next, even though I know I have all dark makeup on, I'm actually going to line my eyes in black as well. This just makes it all nice and uniform to me. It all puts the look together. So I'm going to line my waterline in black. And then you're going to line the tops in black too, just to make sure you don't have any of that skin color showing. And I even go under my lash line too on the top. Just make sure I get every little piece of skin color, so it's a true black smoky eye. And you can do this with liquid liner or cream liner. I just like how the pencil stays in my waterline, so that's why I'm choosing to use a pencil. Okay, so everything's lined and ready to go. Now it's time to use your favorite mascara. I'm going to use the 3D Fiber Lashes, and with this one you're going to do the gel first. Let me get my compact. It helps put it on. So I like to make sure that I coat these babies as good as I can. And what I love is with this look I usually would only do black eyeshadow if I had false lashes to put on, but because of this mascara, feel like I don't have to anymore. So I'm just putting the fibers on now on my wet lashes. And when you put the fibers on, make sure you only go about halfway down your lash line. Don't go all the way to the base. Oh, I just love how thick they look. It's hard to see with the black. Okay, so then I'm going to do my lower eye and my other eye with just the 2 steps. And then the 3rd step will be to put the gel on. Okay, now it's time for step 3, which is when you're sealing in your lashes. I already did gel and fibers on both my top and bottom lashes. And this is the 3rd step. You have to do the step or you're going to get fibers everywhere all day long. So this just seals it all in nicely. Okay. Can't even see, sorry guys. Seal with these bottom lashes too. And if you get any that are trying to be too friendly, just use the comb to get them how you like. And you don't want to do it too hard because then you'll just take all those fibers that you took the time to put on, you just take them right off. So be gentle if you use the comb. Okay, I'm going to do my other eye and then I'll be right back. When I know that I'm doing a smoky eye, I don't ever do my face, like my cheeks or my contouring or anything yet because I know that I'm going to have black fallout underneath my eyes. So I'm going to just use my blusher brush and a little bit of bronzer to start. Just to do just some little basic contouring. I'm not going to do something crazy right now. But just put a little bit under my cheekbones here. Just to give a little definition. Under my chin. On my hairline. And a little bit down my nose. I like using bronzer when I've done a smoky eye also because it does wash you out and make you look a little ghostly, so putting a little bit of bronzer doesn't hurt. I'm going to wipe that brush off, and now I'm going to use a little bit of blush. I love this color because you can do it really super light, or you can add more layers to get it brighter, so it's very buildable. And again, because I don't want to look washed out, I'm just doing a little bit more pink of a cheek than I may normally do. Okay, next I'm going to put on some highlighter, and I love the cream one. I'm going to use the Luminizer in Iridescent, which is this white color, and just dot that on my cheeks and blend it in. It's a really pretty color. I love this color on all skin tones too. It's like the perfect, and also, gosh, I'm all over the place, but because I did a dark eye, the black, I really like the white color because it is like a cool shade instead of a warm shade. So it kind of all plays nicely together. So I put some down the bridge of my nose. You can add more if you want. I love this stuff, so I always add more. You just be sure you blend it in nicely. Okay, and if you have the powder, I don't have it out, but you can put even more in the center or the tear duct area. All right, and then for a smoky eye or black eye in this case, I always do a nude lip because all the attention's on my eyes, not my lips. You can do what you want, but that's just my preference. So I'm going to use the color Pouty, my favorite nude, lip pencil, and just fill in my lips. And then you could put a gloss over the top if you want, or you can leave it as it is, and it looks good as like a matte color. I'm going to add Lucid to the top, which is like this vintage rose color. I'm not going to do it directly because I don't want this color to transfer onto the wand, so I'm just going to put it on my finger. Plus I need a little bit of moisture on my lips, and this always helps because our lip gloss is not sticky. Alright, that's the look, and I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to do a smoky eye with black makeup. Alright, have a great day.